kind of like wake everyone up. Like, guys, we need to move. He did a really good job, and I know people are not going to commend him for that. They're not going to give him the credit. I understand that. This guy is in recent time. He was in prison. So he was in prison in recent time. He led the protest himself. I'm not a fan of Gabriel, but he is one of the people that knocked on the door so hard and kind of created a new wave. And this is something that I believe is gonna change something. There's a new wave looming right now, and this is gonna be the revolution we've been waiting for. I believe that people are not going to they're not going to budge. They're going to continue to push this through, So I believe that we are doing well with this unity, coming together as a people to fight against our oppressors. I mean, this has never happened before. The last time I witnessed a peaceful protest was this same people in power in 2012 trying to, they took over the Jonathan, protested the Jonathan administration. It was these same people. This first subsidy, protest at the Ghanaian Park. But now they are ready to. I saw in the news this morning about General Brutalai saying that they're warning the people. Are you threatening, saying that the democracy is under threat? How? So these people are ready to do whatever it takes to remain in power. We are not talking about you remaining in power. We are clamoring for good governance. Don't get it wrong. Even the military, we are not talking about our lives ourselves. We are talking about your lives too. You matter. You are not getting enough money. You are not getting funded enough. You know these things. You are not being paid enough. Your family are not doing well enough. These people that you listen to, they have kids abroad. Buhari's daughter fly every now and then, flies abroad every time. These people are made for life. You are not even close to their shoes. So don't stop deceiving yourselves. You have to understand it. You deserve a good life. Even though as a servant to them, at least you should still be able you should still be able to hit 3 square meals a day. That is one thing that we don't have in Nigeria. People don't have clothes to wear. They don't have good water. They don't have electricity. That is something that calls for concern, and we are not doing anything as a nation to show that we genuinely care and do something. Every opportunity we get to, I'm talking about the leadership now. Every opportunity they get to embezzle money, they do it without any sense of remorse. They do it without any sense of empathy. We can't keep running like this. How can we have House of Assembly that are earning way much than the revenue of the entire country? It's nasty. We have to change all these things. We have to change this structure. We have to change this thing. Being a public servant should be a volunteer position. Shouldn't be an elected and you have to spend a lot of money on election. No, it should be that I know what I'm doing. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. I'm vast in the law of this country, and I can help these people shape this culture, shape this country. That is what we want. We have leaders that have been there for years, just taking money, embezzling money, and building houses that no one can live in. If you check some areas in Nigeria, especially Lagos Island, you see a lot of estates. You see estates from I think second roundabout down, that you won't see a single soul living there. Why? These are money that these people have embezzled, built estates that no one can even live in, not affordable enough. And we are clamoring for good housing. And then we have politicians building estates that no one can live in. So why can't we are not see now? Here's my point. I'm not in support of embezzling and corruption. I'm saying that even when you are doing that, are you even using the money in your economy? You embezzle money, you take it out of the country. People in the country suffer. You stifle them of resources, funds, money for anything they want to do. And an average Nigerian earns how much? $1 a day. Not even up to $1. We can't keep doing this. So as a country, people are tired. We cannot do what we want. We cannot wear. We cannot compete internationally in our education system. We cannot compete internationally with other part of the world, which is not supposed to be so. Our syllabus are outdated, curriculums outdated. We need to change this. This is why we need revolution. This is why we need change. This is why we are clamoring for government to do, to restructure the country, to revitalize the country. That is why they are in position. But most of the problem is they actually don't know why they're in position. You can't ask an average local government chairman, what are you here for? What is your job description? They basically don't know. This is the problem. So you have a local government chairman that doesn't really know what they're doing in the office. They're just there collecting money. And they say, I'm a politician. Ask the average politician in Nigeria, they're there because of the money. They have no clue how to run a government. They have no clue that government is all about people. All they care about is them. And then before you see anything, they'll say, do you know who I am? Who are you? You just want to show the people that you have power. We are not talking about power. Politics is not about power play. Yes, it is about power play. But check all the successful countries, the Western countries, is first the people, then the power. The moment you take the people out, or you focus on certain people, then you've created segregation there. Then there's a problem. But the moment you focus on the people in general, no matter what you are doing wrong, the public will fight for you. They will come together and try to understand from your perspective, because they know that you keep them informed, you communicate with them enough. We have a president in Nigeria that is deaf and dumb. He don't listen and he doesn't say nothing. He doesn't communicate with anyone. Then when he comes to communicate, he's going to read an epistle that he doesn't even understand. Most of the time that the president of Nigeria speaks on TV, he doesn't understand the epistle he's reading. He was reading, rather. So we have big problem in that aspect. We need a president that can come and actually address us as a nation that, guys, we understand that FSARS is a problem. We are working to change these things. We've actually banned them for now. We are trying to restructure. We don't need you to read an epistle. We don't need all those write-ups that Femi Abati, whatever his name is. We don't need that. We need you to dialogue with us and give us assurance that you actually care. The fundamental of this message and the protest is just for the government to show that they genuinely care for the people. The moment you have chosen not to do that, you've created which is going on right now, that people are ready to sleep there until they get an answer. That shouldn't be happening. We shouldn't be in this position in the first place. If you all know what you're doing in the office, it's not about you. Imagine the governor of a state coming out to protest. The oppressor is coming out to protest or against him. Is he not crazy? Let's think about this logically. He has been in government, or what's his name? Sanwo-Olu, Seyi Makinde, Abiodun, whatever his name is. These guys have been in government. They know what they're doing. They've heard about SARS killings for years. They have done nothing about it. Now that the people are coming to protest, then they are joining the people. Can you imagine how crazy, how sneaky this is? Joining the people to protest against themselves, are they not the one in power? Are they not the one we voted into the office or into the offices? So imagine the people that you voted into, into certain positions, and they're coming out to tell you that they actually don't have the power to act. They don't have the power to dialogue with the Inspector General, and they have to look onto celebrities like Davido to come and talk. What does David know about SARS oppression? He has SARS operations. What does he know about oppression? He has never been oppressed. He's a billionaire. So what are we talking about here? Why are we getting these things wrong? Why are they inviting a celebrity to come and talk? Because they know he's the biggest right now. They know he has the biggest amount of followers. And they're trying to prey on, they're trying to leverage on that, which I don't think is going to work, because we are smarter than that. What they're supposed to do is come out. The Inspector General of Police is supposed to come out and address this issue and say that, guys, we are sorry for all we've done. For all the lives that has been lost, we are going to compensate them. And we are going to immediately release all the people that have been taken, arrested. And then we are going to dialogue with you on the way to properly police the country. That is how it should be. We don't need an excuse. We just need common sense now. If a president of a country doesn't have the this is the easiest job to do, but there's no capacity. That's the problem. We have a big country with vast intelligent youth, the most populous black nation in the world, and we have a Don as a president. We have someone that cannot even address his nation without reading from a notepad or from looking. I mean, these are real problems. These are real problems that we are dealing with in Nigeria. We are dealing with presidents that cannot address his nation properly and communicate with them about what is going on. Donald Trump tweets about things every time. Yes, he's not the best president in the world, but his communication is efficient. We need effective leadership. Effective leadership. Someone that can come out and address issues and can come out. I mean, kudos to Sanwo-Olu during this pandemic period. I don't rate him that well. I've heard a lot of things about him. I've read a lot of things about him. But I will tell you this now. That guy has displayed over the last 6-7 months as one of the best communicators in politics. Every single day is talking about the improvements, what needs to be done, what they are working on, So you know that this guy is still fighting to. There's the hunger there. There's the hunger to succeed, to do more, to be better, and he listens as well. I've seen a lot of tweets that people quote him, and he will come out. You will know. This is what we want. We want leaders that will listen to people and take steps, in meeting up with the request of the people. That is how country should be run. You dialogue. It's in leadership as well. I don't understand how you lead a country without properly understanding leadership. Without your followers, you are nothing. As a president, without your people, you are just an empty barrel. So you have to get this into your score. You have to come to the people, talk to these people, get them to see what you can't be sitting and say nothing and you expect them to understand. Get them to see why you haven't been talking. This is what is happening. This is what we are working on behind the scenes. We don't care how you're working on things. We just want to see that at least you're doing something. So until you come out and do that, we are not going to relax. We are not going to be patient. We are going to stay on. We are going to keep protesting until this is done, until our goals have been achieved, until our request has been answered. So this is all we have from you, from the government of Nigeria, and we are here in Manhattan. We are, occupying Nigeria right now. We are trying to, protesting against the end SARS movement. End SARS right now, end SWAT. We are here, me, myself, Azan, Astopod, the convener of the Astopod podcast. So yeah, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to communicate with the people and get them to see our point as well. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. Thank you all for having me. My name is Gabriel.